If you spend time around dogs, you know this pose. You say a word, make a sound, and their head immediately cocks to the side. Standard interpretations often categorize this as an involuntary reflex or a simple learned behavior triggered by a strange noise. In reality, when a dog tilts its head, they are physically shifting their body to gather and process data that is currently out of reach. When we write this behavior off as a personality quirk, we ignore the deliberate biological effort our dogs are making to connect with us. This process begins with the physical constraints of a dog's auditory system. Dogs have ear flaps, known as pinnae, which vary in shape and weight across different breeds. These flaps act as a mechanical barrier, often muffling or distorting high-frequency sounds that come from specific directions. By tilting the head, the dog manually repositions these flaps, clearing the path to the ear canal for a more direct line of sound. This schematic shows how the tilt allows the dog to calculate the exact time difference of a sound wave reaching each ear. This angular shift helps them map the height and distance of the person speaking with incredible precision. This mechanical movement is a hardware optimization designed to funnel acoustic information into the brain as clearly as possible. Beyond hearing, dogs rely heavily on our facial expressions to determine whether our tone matches our intent. Dr. Stanley Coren identified a major visual obstacle to this communication: the dog's own snout. Looking straight ahead, a dog's muzzle can block the lower half of a human's face. This simulation shows the dog's perspective. By tilting their head, they shift the position of the muzzle, revealing the human's mouth and jawline so they can read every nuance of an expression. Coren's research supports this, showing that breeds with long muzzles, like this German Shepherd, are significantly more likely to tilt their heads. They have a larger physical obstruction to work around. In contrast, flat-faced breeds like these pugs experience very little visual blocking, and as a result, they display the head tilt far less frequently. This makes the tilt a visual tool, proving that dogs actively manipulate their perspective to better understand human emotion. The final layer of this behavior involves a dog's internal processing and memory recall. Researchers at Eötvös Loránd University in Budapest studied a rare group called gifted word learner dogs. These are individuals capable of memorizing the names of dozens of specific toys. During the experiment, owners asked their dogs to fetch a specific toy by name from another room, requiring the dog to recognize a word and associate it with a mental image. This chart reveals a massive frequency gap. When asked to retrieve a specific object, these gifted dogs tilted their heads 43%. Typical dogs only exhibited the tilt 2% of the time under the exact same conditions. This data suggests the head tilt is a physical sign of a dog searching its memory to match your voice to a specific visual concept. It is the visible result of deep canine concentration and cognitive effort. While these biological reasons explain the action, its frequency in our homes is reinforced by a social loop. When we respond to the tilt with high-pitched praise or treats, we encourage our dogs to repeat the posture. They learn that paying close attention to us leads to positive outcomes. However, there are times when a head tilt is a sign of a medical emergency rather than communication. A constant, unprompted tilt accompanied by a loss of balance, stumbling, or eyes that flick rapidly back and forth is a symptom of vestibular disease or a severe ear infection. A healthy tilt is responsive. It answers your voice and then relaxes. A tilt that won't go away requires immediate veterinary attention. Because a dog cannot ask us to repeat ourselves, the head tilt is their primary way of staying engaged. It is a physical declaration that they are trying with everything they have to understand the human they love.
Do you have any ideas for my next video? Just write them down in the comments below, and I will explain it in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.